friends, it's Amanda here from Fun Hands-On Learning. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Amanda and I am a homeschool mom to 8 sons. And we have been homeschooling now for 9 years. Before homeschooling, I was a classroom teacher to primary age children. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Now, I know it's been a few weeks since I've done a video, so for all of you who follow me regularly, I took a little bit of time off because May is a very, very busy month for our family. We have many birthdays in May. I've got a couple of my kids' birthdays are in May, so we had all that going on. We also are trying to finish up this homeschool year and get everything just done and crammed in. And so I just thought I would take a little bit of time off of YouTube for a while, but I was still working on projects and curriculum for next school year. So what you're going to see in this video is how I am organizing a new set of curriculum resources that I have been creating. So these are all printables. So if you use, you download and print out activities or curriculum that you use with your students, I'm going to show you 2 different ways that I organize those. Now I have done organization videos in the past. In this video, I'm going to show you another way that I'm also organizing my printables. So there's 2 different ways that you're going to see because I started something new, and I think it'll be helpful for me to do another way of organizing. And it might be helpful for you because you may not want to buy the bins that I was organizing things in, and I still do. You may want to do the binder method, which I'm going to show you in this video. Okay, so with all of that said, let's get into this video and see how you might want to organize all of those learning printables that you might have for your classroom or for your homeschool students. In today's video, we are going to take a look at 2 different ways I am storing and organizing homeschool printables. Now, okay, so this first way of organizing printables, I have shown you previously on many occasions because this is the main way that I organize them. And so I'm just going to go through this way really quick because I've done other videos on this. But basically I just purchased these really nice Sterilite containers. And then inside the container, I organize each activity in its own Ziploc bag with a label. So in this particular Sterilite bin are all the activities for my Hands-On to Learn preschool curriculum, the unit on colors, or anything that has to do with colors. So you will see that in here. I also have some vocabulary activities from my vocabulary preschool program that also works on colors. So as you can see, I just keep them in these Ziploc bags with labels on the different activities. Okay, so these are all just different color activities that the kids can do when we're practicing the different colors for preschool, okay? So that's the main way I store them, is in these bins, labeled by what unit or whatever the subject matter might be, and then I place them in there. Now, I have started another way of organizing some of my printables, and I'm gonna show you that new way. So another way that I think is pretty fun for organizing learning printables is with a binder system. So what you would need to do is, or what I'm going to do, is get a binder for each unit or each subject or however you want to organize your activities. So what I did is I got a binder, and this binder is just for organizing preschool and kindergarten theme activities that all theme around birthday. So this is basically just the birthday binder. So I ordered a bunch of these different binders because I'm going to be creating a lot of themed activities for my students, and I thought I would put each different theme in a binder. So this binder will be the birthday theme, and my next binder will be another theme for whatever I'm going to be working on. Say it's the transportation theme or whatever themes I'm doing for preschool and kindergarten. Next year, I will have a kindergartner and a preschooler, 2 preschoolers that will, so the 3 of them will be doing all of these activities. So I wanted them organized in a sequential way. Now I could have gotten the bins, and I could have, like I showed you the bin before, and I could have labeled it birthday and put all the activities in separate Ziploc bags and done it that way. But I wanted to try a new system. I think that the binders actually are a little bit, take up a little bit less room.
So they might help with that factor as well. So I just thought, you know what, we're just gonna try another way and see how it works. So what I did is I bought these folders that you can slide things in. So you could use these folders, or I was thinking you could actually just use sheet protectors. So either way, a sheet protector or one of these folders that you that can go in a binder and that you can place things in will work just fine. So I may just use sheet protectors in the future because they're a little bit cheaper. But for this one, I started using these little folders, okay? And basically what I did is I still printed out the label that came with the activity. So all of these activities that I have in this binder meet pre-K and kindergarten learning standards. So this first activity is the children are counting to 20. So they're practicing rote counting, you know, one-to-one correspondence, and they're also practicing matching up the numerals. And there's a couple of different ways to use this particular activity. There's actually two activities in one. So I have one of them on the front and one of them on the back. And by the way, these are brand new learning activities that I just added to my website. So I will show these in detail in a separate video. Then this one's just going to be about how I'm organizing them. And then in a separate video, I'm going to go over all of the activities in detail for you guys. But I will still leave a link below to these activities if you want to check them out in the description box. So the first one is birthday count, and I basically just laminated everything and I put it in the front for the first part of that activity, and then I put the second part of that activity in the back pocket. Okay, so it all goes along with the birthday count label here. So what I did is I print out my labels on label paper. And for this particular activity, what I've been doing is I've been printing them 70%. So I haven't been printing them out full sheet, and I put the label on here. Now you could also just go ahead and print it out on regular paper and then use maybe some tape. I have here some adhesive roller, and I love to use this. You just roll it on the back of your paper and you can stick it down and it will stick to anything. It's kind of just like glue, but it's like a glue and tape in one. It's tape, but you roll it on. It's really nice. So you could do that if you didn't have label paper or you didn't want to spend the money on label paper. I have label paper, so I just printed it out right on the label paper and stuck it on here. So each one of these is a different activity. So this one is birthday count 1 through 20. This one is a beginning sounds activity, which is birthday themed. This one is birthday vocabulary activities. This actually has 3 activities in one. So I just kind of attached some of these with paper clips, and then the other ones I, you know, had a few like Ziploc bags if I thought anything was going to fall out. Like in this activity, there are these little presents, and there's another one. And I put them in this Ziploc bag so that what just happened wouldn't happen. There must have been an extra one that didn't get in there. So anyway, so that they won't fall out, and then I just stick them in the pocket. Now, my plan is, oh, here, let me show you the last one. So this one's birthday vocabulary, and then the last one I have in here is birthday alphabet match. And again, I just put some of the pieces in a little bag so that they wouldn't go flying anywhere. So that's what I have, and then as I create another activity, it will go in the next pocket, okay? So my plan is this binder will go on a shelf, and it will go like this, but it will go on a shelf in my homeschool cabinet, and then I'll have all the binders of the different themes lined up so that if, let's say I want to do a birthday theme for 1 week, I plan on doing a birthday theme probably our second week of school when we restart for next school year, because I have a son whose birthday is in August, and so he'll have his birthday that week, so we'll just do kind of a birthday theme all week, and I plan on doing all of these activities that week. Okay, so when I go to set up the activities, all I plan on doing is just opening up the binder, taking out an activity just like I would with my bin, and I would used to take out Ziploc bags. I would just take out the activity. It's all right here. It's all contained, and then I put it on our activity trays, and I get out everything that I need in order to do the activity. Okay, so and then when we're done, I'll just put it back in the binder with all of the birthday activities. All right, so then my next binder will be whatever subject or theme that I want to do next. So let's say I'm making activities for a science theme. Say it's animals that live in the Arctic. I'll put that here, and then all of the activities that are in there are about animals that live in the Arctic and something like that. So that is my plan for these themed activities. Again, you could do it with the binder, or you can do it with my bins. I love my bin system as well, and I don't plan on changing it either. So all of the ones that I've done in bins, I plan to keep it this way. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you, this is the cabinet where I keep our printables. So any curriculum that has printables, I keep it in here, and you can see all of my bins. I've shown this in many other videos, but what I haven't shown is I now have an empty slot. And what I did is I went through all of our curriculum bins that have printables, and I took out the bins that I'm not going to need next year. Now, why won't I need them next year? That is because some of them had things in them that my kids are it's either too hard for them or too easy for them. So for example, next year I will have a kindergartner and some preschoolers. Okay, so they're on one end, and then I have a gap and I will have like third, fourth grader on, you know, so older kids. So there is a gap there, like first and second grade, that I won't have. So anything that I figured is either too hard for my kindergarten and preschoolers, but too easy for my third, fourth grade kids, then I would take those bins of curriculum or printables, you could say, out. And so what I did is I put those in a storage room that we have in this house. So no fret, I could get to them very easily. So if I do decide, oh yeah, I do want those printables, I can go get those bins very easily and go through them. Maybe I want to take them out for my kids, or maybe I want to take them out for a video I'm doing for you guys, or whatever. I have them stored real nice in our storage room. But that way, it gave me an empty spot here, so I can put those binders that I was showing you, or any other, if I decide to get some more bins, as I'm creating more printables and more curriculum, I have more space to put them. So find a spot in your house, like a cabinet or just a shelf or something, where you can store the bins or the binders, whichever system you decide to use. But yeah, this is where I'm going to be storing those binders of pre-K, kindergarten themed activities that I was showing you. I plan on storing them there. And then I also maybe plan on looking through these math. This whole shelf here is all math. This is from my early learners math curriculum. And I plan on maybe taking like this bin that's on its side and putting it down here, since I have a space, and just kind of fixing up, you know, and making this a little bit neater. But for the most part, these are all these bins are things that I do think we will probably be using and getting into next school year. So I kept these in here, and then the other ones I just put in the storage room for now. Most of it was my hands-on to learn. No, most of it was my phonics for reading curriculum bins, because a lot of those had things that were units that were too easy for my older kids, they've already been through it, and too hard for my kindergarten and preschool kids. So if that makes sense. Oh, and just a shout out, while I was organizing things, I did decide to organize some books, and I put them up above my cabinets here. So these are just some books that I wanted to have available to grab real quick if we wanted them. But I also did like a little haul, and I bought some new books for our schoolroom. These aren't all new books, but some of them are, and so I just put them there so I would see them. But anyways, yeah. So that is it. Those are the two ways I have been organizing our homeschool printables. If you like this video, hit that like button, and please subscribe to my channel. All right, we will see you in the next video, guys, and as always, happy learning. Bye.